So tell us a little bit about your friends and what we're doing, why we look so happy anyway.
We're here this evening to actually talk about our California Reducing Disparities project, and that's a project that discusses prevention and early intervention among the black population. So people of African ancestry.
Look, you guys coming all shades and colors.
Yes,
I like
we do.
that. Okay.
We are very diverse.
I
and
like
we're diverse not only in our physical characteristics, but also in our thinking processes and those things in which we believe and what it is that we think that's good for us. So we're here to talk about what's good for us.
And in general, what were you going to speak about tonight? What was the plan?
Well, we have completed a report calling the California Reducing Disparities Population Report for the African American population. The title of it, We Ain't Crazy. We're just dealing with a crazy system. And so in this report, we talked about the different problems that our people are facing in receiving appropriate mental and behavioral health care, a service delivery problem. But that wasn't the whole emphasis. The emphasis primarily was on what we need to do in order to stay healthy. And that's what we don't want to lose focus on. It was funded by the Mental Health Service Act funds, which is a good thing. And it was just not only a African American project, but we also have Asian Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, Latinos, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender populations. And each one of the populations have told their story about what's important to them.
So every time I come and film you, there's always so many people. Who are these people? Why are you always surrounded by so many people?
Well,
so many
we use an engagement
people.
process. And when we engage people, people respond.
And you?
Vanessa Bradshaw.
And you, sir?
Donovan Johnson, Black Onyx.
Yes, sir.
Tori Chrisman,
Yeah.
Tori Magoo 44 on YouTube.
Where are you from?
Well, I live in the neighborhood, a little bit up that way.
Had you heard about this before?
No, I hadn't.
What do you think? What's your first impression?
This is a good thing. It's scientifically done, meticulously researched. It is very good. I think it's very good.
In the executive summary, this is a table that identifies the different methods that we use to collect our data. So I talk about the process that we went through to collect our data, so that you will know that it is of scientific value and that it is not just arbitrarily one individual. I had a whole team of people working with me throughout the state. We had 58 consultants and advisors. So you'll find that, you'll read it, and you'll find it all documented. I purposely wanted to be there so that when people ask that question, how did we do this? Where did this information come from? What is it about? It's about the lived experiences of people in the state of California.
Just quickly, I just want to let you all know, I was able to contact State Assembly Member Mike Davis's folks, and he was just going to get on the plane to come here.
Oh my goodness,
I was able to prevent, so he's up still in Sacramento handling legislative business. So,
well, this is General Jeff. General Jeff has been an active participant. He's resident of Skid Row, as well as Michael Blaze, resident of Skid Row, and others that have been active participants in this process, because this project was made possible through the Mental Health Service Act funds. And when people look at some positive and good things that have taken place, then this is a positive and a good thing, that we've been able to go and to talk to real people about their real experiences, and then be able to record what they believe needs to be put in place. And everybody's got opinions. We have 274 recommendations. You know, so when you read it, you're going to see a collage of different ideas and opinions and thoughts about what people really need in order to be balanced and healthy, and to have a good sense of well-being and emotional healing. Good.
Did you do this one?
Yes, we did do this.
Did I miss it?
No, you didn't miss it. Now, the Mental Health Service Act funds this Reducing Disparities project is about it's about populations that are underserved and inappropriately served and who fall through the cracks. So there were 5 of us who received funding. We had the Asian Pacific Islanders, the Native Americans, the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender population, the African American population, and the Latino population. All of us went out to talk to our people. So over the past 3 years almost, that's what we've been doing. For me, in my approach, I used a mixed method approach. So I had focus groups. We had 35 focus groups. I had interviews, one-on-one interviews. There were about 45 of those. We administered surveys. We were up to 635 surveys that we administered. We had public meetings, town meetings, individual small group meetings, and in research that's called triangulation. You look at all different aspects. So we had about 19 different categories of individuals, not only homeless population or people with low income or limited income, but also clients, those who are currently in the system, their family members, like Assemblyman Mike Davis that was coming down here. We even talked to the politicians, we talked to policymakers, we talked to educators, we talked to anyone, people that were Buddhists or of different faiths and beliefs, to talk really about how they interact within the system and what it is that they felt needed to be there that's not there. But our project was about prevention and early intervention. So sometimes you have to back up into that. Those who are already in the system, and you have Sharon. Sharon has limitations. She's also a user of the mental health system, but as you can see, Sharon is blind. She's also hard of hearing, and she's also deaf in one ear. But Sharon has been an active participant in this process of actually helping guide us as to what questions to ask, how to interpret the data, where the access of the resources are. So that's why our report is comprehensive. It's like 380 some pages, which it could have been longer than that. But I tried to synthesize the data to make sense. And we asked people who are in the system what needed to be there so that that you would not have the kind of issues that you're dealing with right now. So that's what the project was about. Prevention and early intervention. How to best get to that is to those who are now currently using a system or may have these particular problems. So that's what you find in our report.
Aren't you glad I brought that up? I'm so honored to meet you, by the way.
This particular document is a directory of mental health providers that are black in the state of California. And you'll find many different types of providers in there, including psychiatrists, psychologists, licensed clinical psychologists, licensed clinical social workers, marriage and family therapists. And what I encourage, like with all of our work, you will have to contact these people to talk to them to see their perspective, because they all do not practice the same. Right. And so we encourage people to contact individuals, talk with them, but at least you'll know that they're there. And you have their information. It's left up to you again to investigate. As you were talking about the discussion earlier, you got to investigate and to find out if this is a particular position that you hold or want to embrace.
I'm glad you said that.
Thank you. It's on the back, and when you look on the back, all of the contact information is right here. You can go to the African American Health Institute website, and on the website you'll find all of this information. You can download it and share it, email it, do whatever you want to do. Yes, I am.